Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? This is Rodney Grimes, live. PTP, people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. Hope everyone has had a blessed day. And y'all see this beautiful lady sitting here next to me. This is my fill-in co-host, Miss Rachel Pope. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm awesome, and thank you for calling me up to invite me. That was a surprise for me, and thank you, Z, for calling me, and I'm more than happy to do what I have to do for this community.
Well, I would like everybody to know that my co-host, Alice Williams, is out of town. As you know, she's a travel bug, and she's all over the world, all over the place, but I can guarantee you that she's tuning in, and hopefully we'll be blessed with a phone call from her. We're hoping everybody's had a real safe and blessed weekend. As we know, it's people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. Hey, what I tell you, it's about the people. That's you, me, them, us, right? The power we possess when we do the positive things around us, right?
Yes.
And then that positive thinking people. That's all of us that have that positive information to share with one another.
That's
and
right.
use that platform, right?
There's a formula for that, but I forgot what it was. But it's a formula for that for those that's into science. Look up the power. What caused the power? Of course, it's energy.
That, for sure. And if we use that properly, you know that all it does is it elevates us to different levels where we actually get to live our life in a positive way, correct?
That's correct. We put forth the energy, and guess what? There's power in energy, and that activates, and then we get the results of your intentions.
Yes.
How's that?
Now I like that. Now see, that's what we were talking about. Anytime that we really get on the air and what we're trying to get people to understand, this is about us moving forward. So, you know, remember, this is not about me, this is not about her, this is about us. Moving forward, getting that right energy around us, doing what we need to do for the community, get that information out. And I'm just so excited that, you know, things are moving forward. Something that's going to be coming up real soon, too, we're going to be doing a little drive to get some materials to turn into a school. We haven't chose the school yet, but we're going to be doing this. And I think that instead of we just doing it because this is the beginning of school, I think we're going to try to do this throughout the year. I'm going to partner up with several people and get that in motion. Okay. But before, you know, I get to running off and going into different things, what I would like to do is talk to Ms. Rachel. So what you been doing lately?
Working hard. Trying to stay focused on my goals, my mission for the community as well as myself. So, you know, mainly I've been getting a lot of requests for people to come and do their events, but they always say they don't have the budget. Yeah. And then I say, well, let me see what I can do. Let me go out into the community. So recently I did an art-a-thon where I painted a tree, emphasizing the root of the tree, because that's what I look for. Because you got the leaves that go and come, and you got the branches you lean on, they break. I look for the root of the tree to support what I'm doing in the community, because I can't not do it by myself.
Right.
So that's what I've been working on, is to make sure I make these kids and seniors' dreams come true, or offering my services, and I need help with the equipment and everything else that goes with the project.
Yes. Well, that's one of the things that we also like for everyone to know. As we move forward, we're looking for sponsorships. You already know that everything costs money. Right. And so nothing happens for free, not in the United States. And it's not about begging, it's about supporting one another and building in the community. So that's what's really important that we do. So as Ms. Rachel, she's actually going to come on as a guest, and we'll put ourselves in a position where we can actually open the doors for a lot of people to give you some support. Okay. Because we definitely need that. It starts with us at home. Yes. And in the community. And speaking about roots, that's what it's all about. The root of everything starts right there. When you drop that seed, it starts to develop with a root, correct?
That is so correct. I wish I could remember the quote from the Bible pertaining to what God has spoken into the seed, because nobody alternate that seed once it's planted. But that seed is powerful. Just one seed. You put it in the dirt, and the dirt, it has the nutrition value that activates that seed to grow. And once that one seed grow, it becomes a plant. The strength of the root
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And those roots will nourish the trunk part of the plant. And once that plant develops into the fruit that it becomes, look at all the fruits and how many seeds is in those fruits that's blossomed from that one seed.
And that's what it's all about when you're talking about things at home. That's what's important for us as parents, as leaders in the community. It's very important that we plant that seed.
Yes.
When we plant that seed, when things start to really get settled, it start to grab on.
Yes.
And we just keep nourishing it with that information.
Yes.
Which puts us to where we come to people, power to power, positive thinking people.
PTP.
PTP. So, I'm really happy about, just lately I've been really getting some real good feedback. People have been talking about what we've been doing.
Yes.
I'm excited about it. I guess we have some special guests coming in a little while, too.
Oh, yeah.
I got a real good surprise for you. It's going to blow your mind. That's right. But this is my other surprise here. I've been wanting to have Miss Rachel on the show. Miss Rachel does a lot of artistic things. I mean, when I tell you, she is amazing. Not only is she an artist with her hands, but she's an artist with her healing skills as well. And that's something that when we bring her on and we focus totally on her, we're going to have her give you some real positive information because you've helped a lot of people.
It still is. If people around during the Black Caucus, I will be there from the 12th through the 15th, and it's free with under Howard University Health Team. So I will be there doing that and listening. So
that's cool.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Also, remember that you can call in. The number is 240-719-2560. I am excited again just that we're here. We actually missed. Oh, and that's something else I needed to bring up to you as well. Last week we were supposed to have a young lady in, Kyla, who is like amazing with the Junior Olympics. She's still scheduled to come in, but we had some complications in the studio with the air conditioner, and we just didn't want to put anybody in the health risk. So that's why we didn't air last week. Mm-hmm. So most definitely we got her scheduled to come in maybe hopefully next week, or the following week after. But what we definitely will be doing is making sure we're getting this type of information out to let people see what we're moving forward. And what we're trying to do is just do things in the community to make sure that we are supporting one another.
Yeah, we have to do that, you guys, because it's of value to our community when we do pull together. So get out of your own head and go within the heart, because we all need help,
Yeah.
So who to say, as fast as you went up, as quick as you come down.
Yes.
And you will need the help and services that's offered out in the community. And this is why we need to come together as a union to create that oneness of community to support one another in strength. And that's a valuable thing.
One of the things that I wanted to bring up as well, over the weekend, remember the rally that they had in Washington, D.C. with the KKK. That was an issue with many people, and God is good. See, when you put things in God's hand, you don't have to worry about too much. Mm-hmm. See, I prayed over it and I let it go. I didn't go down there, but I come to find out quite a few other people went down, and you know something? Nobody got hurt, no violence, nothing. So God was in control of that whole situation.
Oh, he was, definitely was. I went out Saturday to a historical event. I didn't know it was going to be that big. And in the midst of that historical event, someone let us know publicly that they were staying in the same hotel as the descendants from a particular character from the, what is called, the Uncle Tom cabin.
What?
So Josiah is the name of the movie that I attended. And half the movie arena was the descendants from Josiah.
Oh,
Josiah is Uncle Tom. But they took that out of character, so that was the whole thing of this movie being done, to tell the truth. So be looking out for, in Montgomery County, a school been opened up in his name. So yeah, so look up Josiah, the movie, documentation. So it was, I couldn't believe that. And I was right in the midst of all what was going on, but I didn't know. No activity was going on for it's bad, you know.
That's something else that down here in the DMV that I don't think we take advantage of. We have all this history, and a lot of us don't take the opportunity to go out and enjoy it and share that history with our family members, these young people that's coming up. If we want to have some kind of knowledge on what's going on, we got to put them in a position where we open a door to help them open up their thinking.
Yes, open up your thinking. Don't let everybody else do that job for you. Go out and venture. If you have a question, research it for yourself.
Yes.
You'll be amazed at what you'll find out, the truth of what they're not telling you.
That's a key point there.
Okay.
That is something, we have the technology now that all we have to do is just get on the computers and just Google the information that we want. It comes right to you. You can find out quite a few things. That's part of the problem that we have in this day and time. We don't check the information, get the right information to help us move forward. Once we do that, and you know where you're going, it becomes real easy. And basically, all you got to do is just put God first, and you know everything works itself out.
All the time.
I'm excited about that, and you know it's just the way that things go.
Yes.
But you know, with everything that's been working, it's been amazing, 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 amazing. I just been seeing things grow from the program. And remember, it's voxwave.com, Live Talk with Rodney Grimes, co-host Alice Williams, PTP, People to People, Power to Power, Positive Thinking People. But today, my co-host is Miss Rachel Pope. And this young lady, like I tell you, I call her a beautiful magician. There we go. We got a caller. Caller.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Alice Williams, your co-host. How are you?
Miss Alice Williams, how you doing? Welcome,
Hi,
welcome.
Alice.
Well, thank you. Hi.
And
I just landed in Orlando, and I could not resist from calling. How things going without me?
Well, we miss you, but you know I have this young lady sitting up here. But I do miss you.
I miss you too.
Yes, I heard. Miss Queen is there. I know she's doing an awesome job. Miss Rachel.
Hey, I can't fit into your shoes. I'm doing the best I know how.
No, Miss Rachel, I'm sure you're doing an awesome job. I really appreciate you sitting in for me. It's just I had to take a business trip, and it was all of a sudden business trip. It wasn't planned.
Okay.
So I had to leave today and return back on Friday.
Okay.
Okay, so are you going to bring me back a T-shirt?
I am. I said the last time I was in Vegas, and you know what? When I got on the plane, I said, oh, my God, I love Rodney's T-shirt. I promise you I'm going to bring you back a T-shirt this time.
And you know you know somebody in the back is putting up the two fingers saying two.
Yeah,
And one more.
Look, I cannot bring one without two. I know how it works.
Where Miss Rachel Pope just also said she would like one too. It looked like you just going to have.
Absolutely. So I can bring three. Anybody else in the studio want one?
I want a large one.
I heard you have some really special guests on the show. I'm so sorry that I'm going to miss them, but I will take the opportunity to look at the actual retake of the performance on today, and I'll catch you sometime, I guess during the week or next week.
Yes, but are you going to be back in town this week?
I am. I'll be back Friday morning, early Friday morning.
Well, then I know we'll see each other then. You just be safe.
Okay.
And
be safe.
remember,
Absolutely.
people to people, power to power, positive thinking people.
Much love to
PTP.
y'all.
Much love.
Much love.
Good night. All right.
Safe travels.
Yes, that was my co-host, Miss Alice Williams, who was out of town. And she just called in to show her love and support, and we appreciate that so much. And remember, the lines are open, 240-719-2560. That's 240-719-2560. We're going to be, in a few minutes, we'll be taking a break. But when we do, I'm going to come back and give y'all some real serious information. Surprise. And it's going to be something that's going to really put a smile on your face because God is good. You know that, right?
All the time.
All the time. So while I'm up here fooling with this computer right here, can you tell them a little bit more about what you do?
Okay. Well, actually, I am an artist in the metropolitan area here in Washington, D.C., and I'm listed as the artist in residence. But I do different facets of arts. So I do performing arts with painting my face. I do many faces and characters for using that as a platform for educating about history of the character that I will become, and it's called Who Am I? And I do arts and education using science, and we're affiliated with Howard University, the MOTEP department for educating about health awareness and building healthier homes. The other part of me, I do original artwork using newspaper, and that is a part of therapeutic art and listening to music while in the process of doing that. So I do holistic face painting. I've been doing research concerned about looking for organic products for its makeup, face paint, and I ran across the top of the line product company called Ruby Red, who decided to be a sponsor of mine this past week and donated some free paint for the children. And that's what I used that night to do the tree, and it really worked well.
That's going to be really exciting for us when we get to see exactly what you do. So remember, I don't want you to go anywhere. I got some fantastic guests coming up. I want you to stay tuned, and we're going to go to break, and we will be right back, and we will see you.
That's right.
Hold on.
Stay tuned.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Live Talk with Rodney Grimes, people to people, power to power, power to think people. And I am just elated today because I have some special guests here. There's just some very special people. One to my left here is my co-host filling in for Miss Alice Williams, Miss Rachel Pope, this amazing, amazing lady who I do a lot of networking with. And then we also have this other beautiful young lady sitting here, Miss Margaret Shepherd Grimes. Now, if you heard that I said Grimes, that means this is my mama. That's right. That's right. So I had my mom come in. I wanted my mom to just come in and have an opportunity to see what is going on outside with some of her offspring, and then to get my mom to do a little talking and see if we can get her to say a little things. But so how you doing, Mama?
Well, I'm doing just wonderful now that I'm here. I don't know what I'm to do, but but I'm here. I'm feeling really, really good.
That's good. Actually, I wanted my mom to come in. You don't mind me telling your age, do you?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm proud, very proud of it.
That's
my
all
mom
right.
is 87 years old. My mom has
Awesome.
done an amazing job of raising her children and her grandchildren and great-grandchildren and some great-great-grandchildren as well. Right now, my mom is like the glue in the family, as if I may say. And she's seen a lot and taught us a lot. So when you hear me put God first, that's one of the things that my mom instilled in me as a very, very young man, and made sure that I was always doing that in everything I did, even when I was trying to do something wrong. I had to put God first. That means that I had to know that I had to pay for whatever I was doing, first with God and then my mama too. So, but
Right.
so basically, looking at what's going on right now, you're looking at the way things are going on in the world, things around you. How do you feel as far as like when you were coming up? Do you see a big change in things?
Oh yes, it's a very big change, and being here like 87 years, you know I've seen a lot, done a lot, and I've been where y'all are going, and it's good. I have to tell you that as you get older, you get better, and because you learn more, and thinking back, don't ever forget your history, and don't ever forget where you came from, because it's very important. Some say, well, don't look back. Go ahead and just move on and do whatever you have to do. But no, sometimes you have to think about your past in order to do good in the future. And so I love my family. Family is wonderful. And I have a great family. It was good coming up. And I learned a lot from my parents. They were very religious, and they brought us up to be the same. And they were hard workers. And I think that's why I'm still here, because I thank God for how far He has brought me, and I thank God for my family. I have a very large family, and my mother had 13 children.
Wow.
And I'm the only one left. But and Lord, I just thank Him. And then He gave me a large family. And if I'm supposed to say, I don't know, I can't even count them really. But it actually, I have great-grandchildren and so many great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren.
Yes.
And I mean, God has left me here to enjoy them, and they enjoy me.
Yes.
I mean, this is one of the things, being here, you know, I didn't know whether I'd be able to make it or not, but anyway, that's why I say I'm here, and I thank God for that, because I really had to think about it, whether I wanted to come, whether I would feel like coming, because I have moments, and sometimes I feel good, and sometimes I don't. And so I thought about it, but I prayed to God, and so here I am.
And that's one of the things that really, when my mom, she always did stress coming up about family. How you doing, Carla? Carla, how you doing? Welcome.
Welcome, thank you. This is Tanya.
Tanya,
Yes,
how you doing?
I'm fine.
Miss Tanya, I'm trying to. Can you identify yourself, Tanya?
Tanya Davidson.
Tanya
Okay.
Davidson.
I'm not sure exactly who you are.
You have a question?
No, I was told to call back at 6:45. Anthony Ellis.
Oh, okay. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, you actually calling in. This is a live show, and this is People to People, Power to Power, Positive Thinking People Live Talk with Rodney Grimes. Miss Tanya, yeah, I do have Uncle Buck that's going to be in today. He was part of my surprise for the guest, so he'll be coming on. He'll be coming on a little later.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess I need to stay tuned.
Yes, you should. And we appreciate you calling in.
Yes, thank you for calling.
All right. And I'm sorry to ruin it.
No, you didn't do it. No, it's all good. This hey, I call this real talk. Hey, what we do is we keep everything real. You know, this. See, when things like this happen, people know that we don't sit down and practice anything.
Nope.
We give you the real truth about everything. So thank you for calling. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, as you know, I say it's people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. That's what happened. Is us, them, you, me, all of us, and we keep it real, right?
It's all good.
You know. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is actually my mother, Miss Margaret Grimes, and my co-host, Ms. Rachel Pope, who's actually sitting in for Ms. Alice Williams, who's out. And we were just talking about a few things, and one of the things I did want to stress, and that is that, you know, family is important. How you were brought up. It was something I did a few days ago, and someone who know my mother said they saw a different side of me, and they said, now I can see what your mom had taught you growing up to make you be the type of man that you are today, because they saw a very, very serious side of me that they knew that had to come from some teaching. So you know, and that's one of the things I don't have a problem telling nobody I'm a mama's boy. I run to my mother for everything. Always have, always will, and I thank God that my mom is still here. And many people who may not be blessed know that I dread that time if it be me or her, but I just know that I just thank God every day for my mom's presence. You know, and my mom have a lot of grandchildren, a lot of great grandchildren, but my mother also have quite a few children that she just adopted from the streets.
Oh wow!
Oh, yeah.
Right, Mom?
Oh yes, yes. All of them know me, all of them, and they're growing up now. Those that I mean, I was with them when they were younger, but now they're growing up, and every now and then, one of them will come to me. Oh, hi, Miss Grimes. And I was looking at them like, who are you? But, you know, it's because they didn't grow up so. And they have to either make me know, or even one of my children, they have me to know them. But it's a good feeling. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to say that, because the young people nowadays, you have to show your love.
Yes.
And it is just, I just love them. And I think, and I know they love me because they come to me. And even in the church, I'm the same way in the church, and the children in the church, they always come to me after the sermon is over to give me a hug, a kiss, or whatever it is. It's all of the young people, and it just makes me feel good. Besides the sermon that's going on in the church, I just walk out just happy because of what went on. But you know what? Sometimes when I think back, I think about my mother and my father, and they were, I don't know, just how to call them, they just did everything. I mean, you know, and we tried to be like them, but we can't.
Right.
You know, because they were so great in the things they did, and they don't have those things for us nowadays.
Yes.
And so therefore we can't do it. But we can, in our way, as long as we trust in God.
Yeah.
Put him first in everything. And I mean everything, because it really works. And I didn't know if I got to this age to really find this out, because I've been out there earlier, and I know what it was to be out there. And now that I got up to this age, I mean, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I just try to turn this over to my children, that they will do the same thing. And all of them, I have a thing with them. All of them coming to me at their time and talk to me about whatever they wanted to talk to me about. And that started when they were young.
Yes.
When they're young.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times, I had one I used to say all the time, one of my sons, and I used to tell him, okay, if you do the crime, you're going to have to do the time. And I say, and I mean, because he was out there when it was out there and they were running and doing everything, and I made him know that that's what happens. You have to stop, and you will not see me, because I talk to them all and let them know beforehand.
Oh, okay.
You know, beforehand, before they get into these things and what can happen. Mm-hmm. And God gave me the knowledge to be able to tell and pass over to what was given to me from my parents. Mm-hmm. And I passed it on, you know, to the children. And I just thank God for that.
My mom, when she said she had that one son, you can imagine who that son is, right? She has two sons, but I'm the one that she made sure.
I was about to elaborate on that, but she spilled everything out that I was going to ask that was in my heart, because I'm going to say, during this day and time, concerned about how these kids are today and how the parents actually punish them, if they punish them, I want to ask the Queen here, pertaining to her children, how did you punish them when they're, you know, have those moments?
But you know what, that'd be something you would ask that. I really didn't have to punish them that much. Because I always would talk to them beforehand.
You let them know.
And
yes.
It's just I never had to really punish them. You know, but I had in my mind, if I had to punish them, I had to have what I was going to do.
And that was?
And that was?
she whooped my butt.
Oh, you was the one.
Yeah.
You were the one.
I'm probably out of my mom's kids, the one she probably had to attack the most. But let me tell you, that was one of the blessings that I had coming up. When I told you about communication, and it starts at home, my mother always allowed me to come to her and talk to her about anything. I don't care what it was. She was aware of the things that was going on in the street. And a lot of times I could come to my mom, and my mom would say, now, if you get in trouble, I'm not coming out there to get you. She had warned you from the beginning. But when I was in trouble and I came to her, and she put me in a position not to solidify it, but to make sure that still I had her as a foundation. And so that was one of the things that I tell you. You know, what you do at home means a lot. You know, you know, I've talked on other shows before, and I put a little of my personal business out there, so I'm going to tap a little bit. I'm not going to get deep into stuff. But for a minute, my mom really was struggling a few times just to take care of us. But when she did, it was the love and the nurturing that she gave us that really was amazing. Yes. We didn't even know, because of the way my mom treated us and communicated with us, we didn't even know sometimes we didn't have the big dinner.
Right.
The hot dogs and pork and beans was the big dinner.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
You know,
I remember that.
And it was the way that she put it together that made us realize, you know, as I got older, I was like, yo, sometimes we were struggling, but we didn't know that. You know, I want to bring up something else, and I'm going to show you how it's important as parents. I never rode the bus with my mom. Never.
No.
My mom never took me to any situation where I had to deal with going to the back of the bus and all that.
Like I had one daughter was in college, and when she came home on break, she said, "Mama, why didn't you tell me about when we had to go to the back of the bus?" And I said, "Because I didn't let y'all go, so you had to go to the back of the bus." And she said, "Well, they were talking about it in college, and everybody was talking except me. And they was asking, Vita, why are you not talking?" She said, "Because I never went where I had to sit at the back of the bus."
Yeah.
And they were it was just blessed.
And that was something that grew up in Alexandria, you know, back in the day. And I was born in 1960. Of course, I got to see some of the things that took place when Martin Luther King was assassinated and everything. It was my mom, and my aunts. We had a structured family for real. My grandmother, Miss Louise Shepherd, and my grandfather, Mr. John Shepherd, as well. They had a structure of it was like a net.
Okay.
Yes.
The way that they loved us.
Yes.
And the way they did
That's
it,
nice.
it was like we were all protected, and we also knew that we had to be responsible for our actions.
Right. Okay.
And most of all, we had God in our life first.
Right.
That was one thing that was among all of my aunts and uncles, my grandparents, and my sisters and my brother. All of us, we kept God first in everything that we did.
That's good.
You know, so
That's the foundation.
yes. And it was something that my mom, which she would also do. And when I brought my mother on the show because I want you to know something. When parents embed things into your children, you'll find that it carries on.
Yeah.
My mom, when my grandparents was living, my mother always had us go to tend to them, and we were just talking about it a little bit just the other day, and I was saying that that's why I am such a caring person today, because this is what she taught me to do, and my obviously my grandmother and them taught my mother that as well,
Right.
But it was just something that you got to realize that what you do at home carries on.
Yes.
It
does.
carries on. And also, I know you would love to give a shout out to your church. What's the name of your church?
Third Baptist Church in Alexandria, Virginia, and the minister is Reverend. Lord have mercy.
He gonna get you. He gonna get you.
Don't blame it
Reverend
on
George. The Lord have mercy.
Man.
And
We have a moment.
I will tell him about this. And he is a loving, joyful pastor, and I can see him now just laughing about it.
Hey, but that happens to me every time somebody say, "Oh, do you go to church?" And then I forget. My memory just go blank, and I be like, "I done forgot the name of the church." they be looking at you like, "Oh my goodness." So we already know that if Pastor Jordan get to see this, man, you in some trouble.
Let it off easy. Let it off easy.
But I have to say this one thing, and then when they're so loving to me in that church, and it's a small church, a small, amount of people that are there, but they was telling me, Miss Grimes, you have so much talent in your family, and I do, and I thank God for it because they are doing some of the things I wanted to do, and I wasn't able to do it because my family and all wasn't able back then to help me to go forward. But I did go as far as my high school, but I wanted to go to college. But I didn't. But I got so many of my family that's going to college, and it's coming out and just branching out. And then, even though he haven't gone to college, but I'm setting aside one that's branching out. and it is just wonderful. It's a good feeling. And when they stand up and say, or even I see them, how they have branched out, I feel like it's me.
Yes.
And a lot of times they laugh at me at church because if they say something about my children, how they have branched out, I'm the first one to get up. Miss Grimes, we're not talking about you, we're talking about your child. But it's wonderful.
Yes.
It's so wonderful. And I think God has kept me here to enjoy them in that way because he knew, too, I wanted to go.
Well, you still can.
I know, but I just enjoy seeing them
do
excel.
It. Okay.
And she does through each one of us. One of the things that my mom always allowed me to do is to feel comfortable to come talk to her about anything, and also to she never put a limit on my dreams. She would look at me like I was crazy because I was always the one to come in and say I'm getting ready to do something that's a little out of the ordinary, but at the same time, that's why she's sitting here today. My mom, this is the type of support that I get. My mother wasn't feeling well, and I called her yesterday, and I just, like I said, I thank God every day that my mom's still here. Yeah. But when I called yesterday, she didn't sound like she was really feeling well, and then when I called today, I realized that she was up in spirit, and I kind of tricked her and said, yeah, I told you I'm a mama's boy, so what I did is I made sure that I kind of got her locked in and put that little boy voice on her a little bit, and then she said, okay, come get me.
I just thought about something that just came over me as you were speaking. I just want to say that you are the professor of your class, of all the students that you have already brought up and graduated from your course. And you have, mastered everybody that came through you, which also rooted down to your ancestors.
Wonderful.
So I had that to say at that moment when you say, and then I said, she already done. She done it. It's here.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's definitely. I mean, with the grandchildren, they come in and my mom, she just,
and they all around me, maybe, and sometimes look like all of them at the same time of that, And then when I see that, it makes me feel good.
Yeah,
it makes me feel good.
I want to know about your recipes. What's your best dish?
Oh, they always love my sweet potato pies.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yum.
I had one or two of them. I had to make a separate pie, but one time I was making 8 separate pies because they didn't want just a piece. They wanted a whole pie.
They wanted a whole pie.
And I would have to make it. One time I had 8 pies. 8 pies sitting up there. That was my special.
And 9. And one more.
And believe it or not, I love her potato salad as well.
Okay.
My mom, she can make a heck of a potato salad. But my mom always, anything that she cooked with love, and it was everything. Even the hot dogs and beans taste good.
But that was the way my mother was. Whatever she put her hands in, we used to come in from school, and she'd have a pot of beans on the stove.
Yes.
And we thought it was chicken, fried chicken, because we were happy that it was a pot of beans. We loved it that much.
Yes.
And I learned my cooking from my mother.
Okay.
And I used to love. They used to love me making cornbread.
Oh,
and
wow.
They'd always fuss about to cut the corner of the bread. They wanted the corner of the bread. Because I make a large pan of it, and then they would first of all, who was going to get the corner of the bread? But she whatever she put her hand into, like it was Depression time back there, and we didn't know, it didn't affect us, in a way that we were ever hungry or anything like that. Although I stood in line sometime, maybe for sugar and my mother always had me to do it. And that was back in the Depression time. You had to stand in line for those things.
Right.
And I would stand in line for sugar and get up early in the morning. She'd get me up. And I'd go and stand. I might have to stand 2 or 3 hours so I could be first in line. And this was Depression time. But no, it didn't affect us in a way that we were hungry. And it didn't affect my siblings who were under me.
Yes.
Because she always looked to me to do it. Whatever had to be done, she looked to me to do it. And I was able, but whatever she touched was something, and it was something that none of us took after her in that way. She made soda. You would have bottles of soda. She made root beer soda. And she would make jelly. But all this was in Depression time. We didn't have to really go out for nothing. And my father had a garden out in the backyard where he had everything you could name in that garden.
Right.
In his yard, he had ducks, chickens, and things like that. During that time, you could have it but now in the city, you can't do it.
Wow.
But during that time, we could do it. And we had grapes, fruit trees, anything you name, it was there.
Okay.
And my mother worked with whatever was there.
Right.
And then she loved feeding whoever. It was we used to call him Mr. Chewing Gum. He reminds me of him a little bit because he lived up at the ice. They used to say the Ice Man.
Yeah. Hello, caller. How you doing?
Hey, Rodney.
Hey, how you doing?
It's Magda.
Magna, how you doing? How you?
Magna.
Welcome,
Hi,
Magna.
I'm good.
How's
I was
everything
just
going?
listening to your lovely mother.
Thank you, Magna. This is my queen right here.
Queen.
Definitely somebody who's a serious part of my life, and I've always tried to do things to live right because of her. So yes, this is one of my serious blessings, and I just it's
And
an
she
honor
was
to
making
have her
some good points, because my mom is getting ready to turn 89 in December.
Oh,
God bless.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
wonderful.
And she made some good points. Of course, my mom came from the islands, from Dominican Republic. So, it's like a different, but the same, almost the same kind of views, as far as raising your family,
Mm-hmm.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it was important to
Most
know.
definitely. Well, please make sure that you know that we have your mother in prayer, and thank God that she's still here, and you as well. You're
Yes.
definitely a faithful supporter. I appreciate you 150.
I try my best. I got 2 jobs, so I try my best.
No, you do. You do very well, and I really appreciate you, and thank you for calling in.
Okay,
Thank you,
okay.
caller.
You guys have a good one, and I like your co-host too. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Zena told me she was gonna be on it.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
But like I'm telling you, hey, it all starts at home. It all starts right in your living room. It starts right there when you're sitting down watching television, or your mom or dad is in there cooking. Many times, me and my mom had conversations about different things. My mom was always adamant that I conduct myself appropriately in the street. She gave many people permission to whoop me if I did wrong, and she did that as well if I came in there in any kind of way disrespectful. Hello, caller. How you doing? Welcome.
Yeah, what's happening? This is Joe Coleman, former of the class. I saw that mom on there, so I thought I better holler at her.
Coleman.
Hi. Yeah, mine.
Joe.
Yeah.
Good
Say hello.
day. Thank
Hi,
you for calling.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just wonderful. This is I'm just elated to hear your voice. This is really nice. How you been doing?
I've been well, but it looks like not as well as you. You look great.
Thank you. Thank you. Really nice talking to you.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I have to come and see you soon. And
Okay, if my son will bring me.
Yeah. But hey, Joe, I every time that you send a message to my mom, I always let her know and tell her.
Okay.
So now my mom know I ain't just making it up, because Joe always takes the time out to call or check on my mom, and I appreciate
good.
it.
indeed.
And we looking forward to soon to have you to come in, Joe, as well. If we possibly get you come in with the group. Hey, Joe, you have something coming up real soon, right?
Yes, I'm going to be at the Carlisle Club in Alexandria, Virginia on September 7th, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. I think that's a Friday night. Come on out, LCB, former lead singers of the Temptations, the Platters, and the Drifters. And of course, I was the lead singer with the Platters for about 25 years. So, yeah, it's going to be a good night. So, yeah, the Carlisle Club, just go on their website and grab your tickets. You can select your seats. And one thing I'm glad to know about is that you're going to be there, right, Rod?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. hey, matter of fact, hey, for real, and the people who haven't had the opportunity to see LCD perform, LB.
CD. Yeah.
Look, I'm getting tongue-tied, but they need to come out and... Okay, here we go. Yeah, I told you we don't practice this. We live, we real live. So y'all see all the oops and all that. But let me tell you, is Joe Coleman, Glenn Leonard, and Joe Blunt.
That's right.
That's Joe Coleman from the Platters, Glenn Leonard from the Temptations, and Joe Blunt from the Drifters. These guys are amazing. Joe is a very, 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 I consider a good friend, but he's a guy that I look up to, and I appreciate you so much because since I've been in your presence, I have done nothing but try to be a much better man. And I really appreciate you.
Yeah, man, you are just such a great guy, nice man. You know, I'm certainly in love with you. Well, I shouldn't say it like that, but I am. I'm in love with your wife, Zena. So, you know.
It's okay, because I'm in love with your wife, too.
Okay. There you go. Love everywhere.
It's just love all over the place.
Yes.
All over the place, that's right.
Yes.
Can I just say that I'm in love with you?
Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm all right now. Yeah. Listen, you know, what you didn't know was you kind of took the place of when I met you. You pretty much right around the same age that my mother was, God rest her soul. And when I saw you, you reminded me so much of her. Hey, I don't think I said that to you at the time.
Wonderful.
So you have an adopted son you just didn't know anything about.
Okay, that's all right. You can be added to the list.
Wonderful. I'm gonna show up at your house. I'm gonna be like I'm coming home from college. I'm gonna show up one day looking for some food.
Oh, there you go. See?
That's right. Well, my man Joe, hey, for real, I appreciate you so much for calling in. And remember, you're gonna be at the Carlisle on September 7th.
Yep.
And so. Right. We're going to definitely make sure that we keep putting that out, and you will see me there.
All right. I'm looking forward to you. Mom, you take good care. All righty?
Okay.
Great.
All right.
Well, y'all be blessed, and congratulations on the show, man.
And thank you. Don't forget to hold our table.
There you go.
Okay. God bless you.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you for calling.
All right. Fuck you.
Again, this is amazing. God is, I just love how God works. And that was Joe Coleman from the Platters, LCB. I'm getting tongue-tied and everything. I'm really, to be honest with you, I'm excited because my mom is here. Then Joe calls. I got Miss Rachel here. And I got a surprise guest getting ready to come up next. So what we get ready to do is we're going to go take a break. Hey, remember, it's people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. And that's what we do. We do it for you. It's not for me. It's for us.
All
right?
of us. Yep.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Real Talk, Live Talk, Rodney Grimes. I have my co-host today, Miss Rachel Pope, filling in for Miss Alice Williams. And also, you see that I got my special guest, Uncle Buck is in the house.
In the house.
Oh, my goodness.
And glad to be here.
We definitely was looking forward to you coming in, Uncle Buck.
I wouldn't have it no other way. I mean, when I talked to you, we was in Vegas, right?
Yeah,
I was in Vegas. Yeah, they flew me in Vegas on a camel.
Oh, my
On a
God.
camel.
Yeah, they flew me in Vegas on a camel. Yeah. It took me like 3 weeks to get there, and then by the time I got there, the show was over. Ain't that something?
Oh, Lord.
That's how they treat me in Vegas. They treat me bad in Vegas. Hold up. I'm trying to get my social media together so my ratings can go high.
Uncle Buck, you always marketing all over the place, aren't you?
Listen, I've been doing this for like 9 years now.
9 years.
9 years.
Okay.
Been making people laugh, I've been making people laugh all my life. That's why you know me. But when your mother was up here, I was just doing a flashback of the cornbread, the hot dogs. Yeah. I was in the house. Yeah. Well, me and Rodney go back like baby shoes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We go back like baby shoes. You know. So yeah. So it was good. It was good. But yeah, go back to Vegas, right? So I get up in Vegas, right? To do my show, right? And they said the show was over.
So you was late?
No, I still got paid. hey, they didn't want to sit the camera to get me.
Oh, Lord.
So it didn't matter to me. As long as I got paid. I was nervous anyway. I ain't want to do the show over there anyway. No, I ain't want to do the show. So as long as they paid me, I ain't care.
So you still got paid anyway?
I still got paid. Show was over. By the time I got there, and I still got paid.
That's all right.
Thank God for Cash App. Thank you up front. Nah, I was just joking. But I got some good new things coming on though, man.
So tell me about what you got going on in
the
community.
You know, the people know me as a party crasher. Yeah. You know, so I still do that. You know, we got matter of fact, some of my partners, they doing the gigs is a go-go musical.
Okay.
At the MGM.
Musical.
Okay.
And we the gatekeepers, or they the gatekeepers. My time is so I ain't had time to. You know,
make it
work, yeah, because I'm all over the place.
Well, you know, I mean, being the type of pimp that you are.
Well, you know, I'm international now. Now, I think I'm in Paris. We show in Paris. They show us in Paris, right?
Oh, you go.
Yeah, I'm worldwide now.
Oh, you.
I'm with Rodney now. I'm worldwide. Yeah, I know I'm international now. I was just international. Now I am worldwide.
I have a caller. Caller, how you doing?
Hello.
This is Tanya Davidson.
Okay, is this the young lady that called earlier?
Yeah, and I got bumped off.
Yes, that's how you doing.
Yeah, this ain't the WPGC radio station. You holding up the line. Now, we don't need to do that around here. You got to hang up and call back. You know what I'm saying? You hang up and call back. You know, that's how you got to do it around here. You know, this ain't PGC.
How you doing, Tanya? Thanks for calling back. Tanya, how you doing, Uncle Buck?
Well, Uncle Buck, my father used to cut his hair at the barbershop on Mount Vernon Avenue.
You know a father. Yeah. Tell him who your father is.
George Davidson.
Oh, yeah. All right. So how you been doing, Miss Tanya? Everything's good?
Everything is great.
Okay, well, we appreciate you calling in. Is there anything you wanted to tell Uncle Buck? Uncle Buck owe you some money or something?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. No, I appreciate Uncle Buck for being my friend for life. He's there for me when I do events.
I'm like Chucky.
And I'm there for him when he needs me, so we are family.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
See, I told her to call in. She was the first one to call in, even though she called in at the wrong time.
And she called. Look, she called. She made sure she called
Tanya,
in.
I appreciate that.
We thank you for calling in, Tanya, and we hope that you tune in every week, because this is what we do, is live talk here. We try to give people information. We try to let them see what's going on in the community. Yes. We definitely have quite a few things that we share with one another. So thank you for calling in, Tanya.
You're welcome.
All right. Uncle Buck, this lady here, she has a lot of skills I don't know. Maybe you might, one time you might want to have her to help.
But she, I was thinking about that. She got the healing hands too. You do Reiki?
Yes.
See,
From a distance.
I had a pain right here already. You know what I'm saying?
I hit you already.
No, you did.
Yeah,
I'm healed.
you hit.
By his stripes.
You feel it? By
his stripes.
You feel it? Come on now.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling better already.
Come on,
yeah,
good.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Done.
But yeah, you do. I heard you was over there talking about you do a lot of you do a lot of stuff with paint.
Yes.
So are you one of them people that it look like one thing with the people? Y'all
Yes.
make. Oh yeah. Hey, I want to talk to you because I want to look like Denzel. You think you can work that out?
I can work that out.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I can work that out.
Yeah, because I'm tired of people drinking and making me look like Denzel.
Right.
I want to look like Denzel without them drinking. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it first here. The next time y'all see me, I'm going to look like
Denzel. Some hard equipment, but I can hook them up.
But that's going to take a whole lot of paint.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hardware too.
Good thing comes to those who wait.
Yes, it does.
So Uncle Buck. So actually, are you actually from the DMV area?
Well, I'm from Alexandria. I'm from Alexandria, Virginia. That's Alexandria, Virginia. Right now, I don't know what they call it now. Where I came from, it ain't the new projects. That's for sure. I don't know what the. You know what? I got to go back there. Y'all was talking about planting the seed and stuff like that.
Yes.
I think, I do have like a mentor program, as one of the things that I do as a way of giving back. And I was talking to my nephew, and we were talking about going back, and starting a mentor program right in the new projects.
Okay.
Just the kids right there. We're going to start right there. And where it take us, only God knows.
Yeah.
But we is going to start a mentor program right there because, since we've been out of there, there's a lot of stuff has been happening, a lot of shootings, you know what I'm saying? And there is no neighbors no more. I mean, that's why they call it hood now. Because they take the neighbor out. You know what I'm saying? So now they change the name, you know what I'm saying, so the people got crazy. Because when we grew up, it was neighbors. We had neighbors.
Yes, right.
Yeah, we had neighbors. I could not go next door to Miss Virginia in them house, you know what I'm saying, get my Kool-Aid, sugar, whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
All the other stuff, nah, we had neighbors.
But
So
that's something that definitely we look forward to is making sure that we have mentoring programs, and it takes a lot of us. I remember a while back we were talking about that when you had called in, and we were talking about how we need to mentor to the young people, and it takes a village. The block that I grew up on, the 500 block of Payne Street, that was one of the things that was amazing. Yes, everybody helped raise every child on that block.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is that near the community center that was there
It
back
was,
then in the day?
Yeah, we had the
middle.
Hopkins House. We had also the Alexandria Boys Club.
Hopkins.
The Hopkins House was right down the street, the Alexandria Boys Club. We had the Cameron Street Rec. We had Pendleton Street Recreation Center. We had Charles Houston. It was just quite a few. The one thing that came when we were coming up, and it was really, it was something. You could go for blocks and blocks.
Yes.
Like a prime example, your mother knew my mother.
Yes.
And
played with you.
so it was funny, and I'm a little older than you, Uncle
Thinking
Buck.
back.
3 years.
Okay, just a little bit,
Yeah, just
right?
a little bit.
And but I remember sitting down in the kitchen eating many dinners, and
Wow.
and it was just amazing that we were raised from different blocks.
That's what I'm saying. Even though I'm from North Carolina, I came up to visit my cousin. And that's why I was asking about that community center, because right down the corner, they live next door to some digs. Y'all remember the digs?
The digs. Yes.
The guy that ride a bike all the time.
Yes.
So on that corner was my cousins.
Okay.
And we would play. That's why I said, did we play with each other back then?
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
And we go over to the rec and stuff, and then, like you said, the other kids would come join in the alley.
Yeah.
And we would be take a turn riding. We were sharing bicycle rides.
They ain't doing that now.
No, they sharing bullets.
Would you say, Uncle Buck,
They ain't doing that now. They ain't sharing nothing now.
No.
Everybody about self.
Yeah.
You know, everything about self.
That's a small world.
But
Well, that's one of the things, again, when I talk about people, power, the power, positive thinking people, I talk about people sharing. I talk
Yes.
about people, when I say people, I'm talking about you, them, and us. You know,
Yes.
so it's all of us together. And if we're going to make difference in our community, we also got to make sure that we get that knowledge, which is power.
Yes.
That power to give that, energy in the right
Share it.
direction to move forward. And then that positive thinking, people whom, people hear you talking and seeing how you conduct yourself. Uncle Buck, you have been a real serious advocate for supporting people in the community. And you, the other party crashers, when y'all go out, y'all bring laughter to people. Y'all bring joy. And we want to thank you for that. That was part of the reason.
awesome.
Yeah, I talked to Uncle Buck when he was in Vegas.
Means.
Yeah.
PC.
yeah, party crash.
Okay, I had another term. Okay, thank you.
What you thought it was?
No,
Pimp
I
City?
can't say
Pimp
it. Yeah, I did.
But see, I wear this because the costume break down the barriers.
Yes.
But once God placed in me what He want me to say to the person, they get blown away, and I don't take no credit for it.
Right.
See, if I had my regular clothes on and I was to go and say something to somebody and say that that God had given me something to say to them, for some reason that when I wear this, they open to hear it. And so I tell people this is a ministry.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I get paid for it, yes, but I do it for free too.
Yes.
I don't just say, I ain't gonna be there because you can't pay me. No, because I know that every place I go to, God has something
That's
for
right.
me to say to somebody.
Ooh, Jesus.
And it's been like that. It's been like that. I had prophesied to a person, didn't even know him, and they was like, "How you know?" I said, "I don't know, but he do."
All right.
Talking to you.
And I laugh and joke and stuff like that, but I do know that my purpose in having this is to bring joy to someone's life.
Love
I
that.
done had people to stop me, after what I was doing and said, "Man, you just don't know. I had a rough day today. You made my day." You know what I'm saying? And that's what keeps me going, because I said at 50 I was going to stop. Now I'm 75.
Look at you.
man.
Look at you.
Now,
Look at
I'm
you.
still going good at 75.
Right.
Look at that. Now, people wonder what happened to my teeth. Now, I'm going to give you the story about what happened to my teeth. Because I know y'all was looking at and saying, "Gee, that grill is messed up." But let me tell you, I was walking down the steps with my shoes on. Let me show you my shoes, just in case y'all don't know. Bam. Okay.
Goldfish.
And my fish started talking to me. So I'm sitting there talking to my fish, right? Not really paying attention what I was doing, and I slipped and fell and caught the step right there. But guess what? Thank God for the Obama plan, because I got the Obama plan.
Right.
The Obama plan set me up. I got 2 more business. The next time y'all see me, I'm going to have a gold tooth right there, and all of them going to be straight.
Okay, cool.
So don't be asking me later on about what happened to my mom. I already told you.
Gotcha.
Well, hey, Uncle Buck, that's one thing, but you still one of the biggest players from the Himalayas,
Well,
and we like how you be doing things,
Well,
and when I grow up, I don't want to be like
Well,
that.
ain't nothing wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm saved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
We have a
And
caller?
we got a caller?
Yeah, we got caller.
I think I
Welcome.
heard it.
Hello, caller. How you doing?
I'm booted out.
Hello.
This is Tanya. I keep getting booted out.
Oh, she just want to hang on the phone all day.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Tanya, but
Why don't y'all tell her how y'all system work?
Hey, actually, Tanya, what you need to do is you call in and then you hang up. That's it. We appreciate you calling in. Uncle Buck will stop by to see you. So I hope all is well with you, okay?
All right, thank you.
If you want to see if I'm live,
Take care.
let her know she hold her.
Just hang up.
Uncle Buck get ready to send you a message. Go and talk to her, Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
When you got a loyal fan like that. All you gotta do is
can't get enough of me. But I'm about to send you a text.
Hey, what you gonna text her, Uncle Buck? What you gonna tell her?
Get off the line.
Hang up the phone. Other people trying to call in. How about that? But yes, hey, for real, Uncle Buck, again, the Party Crash is really, really well known in the DMV.
Yeah.
Y'all do an amazing job. Let me tell you, I was doing showcasing, and I remember one time y'all came to the show, and it was amazing how everybody received you. And it's just a blessing to have y'all in the DMV doing what y'all do.
Yeah.
You know, so
y'all had us at the show. Hold on. I hold that story.
Carla, how you doing? Welcome.
Well, how you doing today, sir?
How you doing?
Good. This is Desi and Troy.
Hey,
Tanya.
Hey.
I'm scared, boy. It'll get me thrown off this place with Tanya.
How you doing, Desi? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We was a little nervous. Uncle Buck got a fan that's calling in that don't want to hang up, so we thought that might be her calling back.
I couldn't get through for a moment because it was busy.
Oh, it was
her.
So
I want to say I enjoyed seeing Miss Grimes again today. She gave a wonderful story, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I want to thank Miss Pope. She's doing an awesome job as well.
Oh, thank you, dear.
And I just basically want to say, keep doing what you're doing, Rodney.
Yes.
You don't see me up here?
Stand by there. Somebody want to say something to you, Rodney.
All right.
I don't want to talk to Rodney. I want to talk to Uncle Buck.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm sitting at the table. I got my glasses on, man. I'm trying to look appealing for my lady, but she seems like she like you a lot better. So,
You know.
I can't even get no attention at the dinner table because of you. But I appreciate y'all. Hey, Rodney, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Just leave her alone, man. That's why she ain't say. That's why she ain't acknowledge me, man. Leave her alone, man. It's okay.
Yeah, she can't speak to no other man while we eat.
Well, that's okay. But you know what? That's not true.
Why is that?
Don't y'all pray before y'all eat y'all food? That's not true. You done came on the air and lied to us. Ain't that something? Unless you don't pray on your food, because if you pray on your food, then she talking to another man. What you think about that? So tell the truth so you can shame the devil now. You know what I'm saying? No, don't think I'm slow.
Uncle Bucky's something else. I tell you. Hey, my brother Troy, I appreciate you, my man. Troy, again, you know we got to get you back in on the show. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. And thank you, my sister Desi, for calling in.
Yes.
Hey, Desi.
Y'all later.
Hey, Desi, if you need a personal autograph from Uncle Buck, I'll see what I can do.
Would you please give me one?
I'll see what I can do for you. Thanks for calling in.
All right, take care.
All right. Hey, would you say, Uncle Buck, if they pray?
He prayed. He can't talk to another man at the table.
Ooh,
if he prayed, she prayed on food, she would talk to another man. Ain't that right, Mama? All right, then.
Right.
Play me short.
Exactly.
So, Uncle Buck, what you got coming up?
I'm doing, I never got to talk about what I was doing.
No.
I forgot, man. She paid me $25 to do this shout out.
20.
Yeah. Sloop Inc. That's the company I'm working with right now.
Oh, okay.
We do murder mysteries.
Okay.
So, murder mystery dinner theater. So you come out, you eat a good meal, and you solve a crime.
Okay.
Oh, I like
So,
that.
and I got a show September the 1st at Half Note. Yeah, we got a thing going on with Half Note.
Okay.
You know, murder mysteries. That's the new thing now. We trying to, make people. You know what I'm saying, bring people out. You know what I'm saying? Because family. My first principal of our church, and I'm a product of Third Baptist Church, and it was Pastor Brown who did who baptized me. So I done moved. I done moved to on. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
that's all I moved. I'm at DC now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I'm at Union Temple. Reverend Wilson. Like power. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we so what I was saying is that being a product of Alexandria, and growing up with a family, it allowed me the opportunity to see, how to give up myself.
Right.
Because my family was like, we always had family in our house, you know. And I felt that as I got older, I understood that my mother was always reaching out, and that's what they knew, you know. I mean, and then when I got into the church, you know, the first principle was fellowship. You know, so once again, here he is talking about family, extending the family, and then I also, you know, you get into the Bible story, you find out about the village, and take a village to raise a child, you know, and I always use that principle. So I give up myself. I give up my time. I even give up my money. I believe that sometimes the money in my pocket is not for me.
Thank you.
Now, some people think I'm crazy, but I don't care.
That's
because
right.
every time I give out, just leave room for some more to come in. I know the principle.
That's right.
Look, that's tithing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Give it away.
So would you say every time you take some money out,
leave room for some to come in?
That's right.
Move
Man,
it out.
just like giving food. Look, I'm going to tell this story. I'm going to be quiet. When I was in Vegas, right, I was eating, and I couldn't finish all my food. So I didn't want to throw the food away. So when I got down to Old Vegas, a guy walked up to me and said, this food is for me? And I turned around and said, yes. Because I knew God sent him. You know, because like I said, I didn't know where I want to throw the food, but some said just go ahead and, I know I'm going to eat no more, but some said just bag it up and take it with me. And I wasn't down there 5 minutes. The guy walked up and said, that's for me? And I turned around and said, oh yeah, and gave it to him.
See.
You know, and I knew then, you know, that God was still, he said he still got me. Even in Sin City, he still got me. Even in Sin City, he still got me. You know?
That's for sure.
Well, Rodney, I'm going to say something to you, man, and I cut you off once before, and I'll do it again. Because I'm Uncle Buck, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, every time you did something, you know, you always included me. Wow. You know, you always included me. When you were doing a showcase, you always included me. When you were doing the talent shows, the shows at the Lee Center, you always called me to come out and support you. And I thank you for that, man. You know, I thank you for that because, you know, I have cousins don't even call me and support me. And I've been doing this for 9 years.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? To have somebody you grew up with, you know what I'm saying, my brother's best friend, you know what I'm saying? I know some stories about y'all that you don't even know. I wouldn't even tell you. Nah, I ain't telling y'all. Because then y'all think y'all know me. Y'all don't know me. But I'm just saying, man, you always reached out to me. And he was the one that told me to do this for myself. He said, you should be going on. I'll never forget. I got this stuff written down. That's how I know. He said, go on YouTube every day, every week, and just find some news to talk about in my outfit. And I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? But I give you one better. What I'm doing now is skits.
Okay.
I'm doing skits for news.
That's all right.
Yeah, so I got a team that's helping with it. It hasn't came out yet because I want to have enough material so when I do it I can continue going.
Right.
So I got some stuff gathered up. So y'all ain't seen the last of Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck is evolving. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep on going up in the clubs, you know, with the stacks on. So I had to do some other stuff to generate some funds. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's all good every now and then. But Uncle Buck getting old now, and I ain't trying to be like Prince, getting no hip replacement and all that stuff, but wearing stacks and doing splits and all that. So so Uncle Buck is revolving. He gonna give you a little YouTube channel so you can get your giggles on.
That's
you know what I'm saying? He still will host your bar mitzvahs. He still will host your repast. He still will host your cooking. Oh yeah, I do it all. People want to laugh.
Okay.
When they're crying, I want to be there to make them laugh.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
That's
so
right.
Laughter, the endorphins,
That's right.
endorphins, it comes out and it does something to the body. You know what I'm saying?
Stimulates.
So what she said, you know what I'm saying? And she do the side thing. I didn't know it happened. I didn't know every time they laugh, I get a little excited. You know what I'm saying? Hey, being an extrovert, now I understand why I get excited where I do.
That's
you know what I'm saying? When more you laugh, the more excited I get, the more crazy I get.
The more you breathe in and out.
Yeah. So, but look, y'all heard her. She says she's gonna hook me up like Denzel, so be on the lookout for that too. Yeah, we be on the lookout for that. We're gonna do the whole thing from the beginning to the end.
All right,
we're gonna film it all on my YouTube channel.
See, and y'all need to know, Uncle Buck ain't playing. Uncle Buck be everywhere. Also, just to say the shout out to the other party crashers.
Yeah.
Yo, much love and respect. But
we'll have them on here. Okay. It's like 4 or 5 of us. We'll get here.
Okay.
Like right now, like I said, they doing their thing, getting ready for the show. The show is like, when is it? I think I pulled it up. I think it's the 25th or something like that.
And where's it going to be?
It's going to be at the Harbor, MGM.
Oh, okay.
You were for real with that.
Oh, yeah, I was for real. Yeah, I'm for real.
You were joking.
No, I wasn't joking.
Let me write that down.
No, it's at the MGM. It's called Giz. Giz.
Okay.
It's a musical. It's a go-go musical.
Go-go musical.
Yeah, it's a go-go. It's a spinoff of The Wiz.
Oh, really?
It's on the 19th. Yeah, it's on the 19th.
This month? Yeah. Or next month?
Yeah, August the 19th.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find it on social media.
That's Sunday.
Yeah, it should be nice. Nobody did it, because go-go is big here, so why not do it?
Well,
Sugar Bear and all them.
I've been watching a lot of the things that's been going on. And look, there it go right there.
They doing it big.
Hey, so
go musical.
Hey, that's something that in the DMV. That's another thing that's I'm looking forward to using this as a platform as well. Where we're going to open doors for we to bring in the talent, have people. We got another caller calling in.
I don't know.
Got a hotline. I hope this ain't your girlfriend calling back. Hello, how you doing, caller? Hello, caller.
Hello.
Oh, y'all want to talk to me? Hello?
I guess they don't want to talk then. Okay.
Okay.
But hey, you know what?
Call back.
Peekaboo friend. That's peekaboo.
Call back.
What'd you say? Call
back. Hello. We love you too.
Yeah, call back.
But the one thing again, just in the DMV, we have a lot of talent. That's another thing that we'll be doing coming up real soon. We're gonna be bringing in different people and making some things happen. Now we're gonna see if this is gonna work this time. Caller, welcome. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing there? I'm calling for Uncle Buck.
Hold on. Your name ain't Tanya, is it?
No, my name is Desi.
Oh, okay.
I'm calling you back because my husband went in the other room.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. Drop that ticket then and get with this winner.
So they said Uncle Buck. I'm like, have I seen him before?
Yeah. I'm international, girl. I'm in China, Japanese.
Sounds like Uncle Buck is somebody new. Let me check him out.
No. He been hiding you. That's what it is. That's why you ain't seen me. Okay. I talk 46 languages.
Hello.
Uncle Buck. Now we done got the husband that called in.
You let me back. I'm gonna crash that party.
Hey, Uncle Buck, I know you speak Chinese.
I speak Japanese.
To see you.
Hebrew, I speak it all.
Hey, well, caller, I thank you for calling in to say hello. I hope you don't get in no trouble because you made Uncle Buck had to start speaking another language.
I just want to let Uncle Buck know that we plan on patronizing the MGM.
Okay. That's good. You won't see me there, but thank you. No, I'll be there.
All right, I'm coming to see you. Take care.
Okay. I'll see you on the 19th.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, look, I care about this interpretation app.
There you go.
I think I pay like, what I pay? $5 a month or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got me. They got me. Yeah,
they got you.
But at least know when people talking about me.
That's
I
right.
be sitting there to me, and I be like, what that say? And I listen to it. I say, hold on, excuse me, and I let them hear. This what you said about me? Uncle Buck don't play that now. See, you can get. See, there's no excuse now. There's no excuse for nothing. Anything you want to learn, anything you want to know is right out here now. That's the beauty of this.
Yes.
It's a downfall too, but that's the beauty of it. I ain't gonna need to talk about the downfall.
Right. But you know that is truly correct. Anything that you want to know, any information. Oh, and you know what? It's something I gotta stop and do this.
Yes.
I want to say special prayers go out to Aretha Franklin's family.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is a very, very trying time for her family, but we have her in prayer. She is the Queen of Soul, and you know, and we really don't know. When people say that you go to hospice and stuff like that, it's still God who's in control.
That's right.
Yes.
So you know, all we do is just put it in prayer and just say to her, thank you for all you've done for us.
Yes.
I definitely wanted to dedicate this this show to her because she's done so much. I remember growing up, sometimes in the living room I could hear her being played when we had that little records my mom would play.
That's Rita right there on the phone.
Hello,
Carla, how you doing?
Hey, Pop, it's your favorite daughter.
What's up, baby?
Hey, Rachel.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, Grandma Grimes. Uncle Bud.
You see Uncle Buck over here putting his hand up. You see?
She said hi, Uncle Buck.
So, how you doing, baby?
Nothing. I just had to call in and give y'all some love.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much. Everything okay?
Yes, sir. When I went home from work.
Okay, I don't need to send Uncle Buck over there, do I?
No, not today. Not today.
What day? Hold on. What day then?
Okay.
I will probably need you. I probably will need you. Pop, no.
All right.
Okay. Yes. Because, you know, I can make room. That's all I'm saying. I can make room. Only thing I turn down is my collar. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I ain't turning nothing down my collar.
I know that's right. Thank you for calling in, baby.
No problem, Pop.
All right, love you.
Thank you. Take care.
All right.
You still doing the music thing?
No, that was the other daughter.
Oh.
See, I told you it's live up here. See, Uncle Buck up here, he whispering over
trying
there.
to
We're trying to whisper some stuff. But hey, we just definitely want to, again...
we was on Rita.
Uh-huh.
We was talking about Rita, right?
No, we talking about my daughter, Tay.
No, I'm saying we was talking about Rita before she called.
Get back to the show.
Oh, we was talking about Reefer.
Yeah.
We was talking about Reefer.
No, we weren't talking about Reefer.
We were talking about Reefer.
Hold on. You know what happened? I'm going to tell you what happened just a while ago. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Because you know he got that car. He got that medical car. You know what I'm saying?
Drink your water.
Right. His prescription went low. You know what I'm saying? He didn't whisper. So, Billy, what are something of soul? What you call her?
Aretha,
he said he was Tata early. Now we see
the queen.
Tata.
It's the Queen of Soul.
Oh, that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you went from, I said Aretha, but you said Reefer.
No, you said Reefer.
You didn't say that.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you said Reefer. I told you prescription and shit.
You didn't say that.
Well,
you didn't mean to.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. It's Tata.
As we know, but hey, I had a blessed day. God is so good.
Yeah.
And as you know, hey, this is amazing. You remember we asked? Oh, here we got another caller.
We got.
Hello, caller. How you doing?
Hi, this is Faustine. How are you?
How you doing, Miss Faustine? Welcome.
Oh.
I'm doing fine. I called to tell you, say hello to your mother, Mrs. Grimes.
She do.
Thank you. So that was a blessing to have my mother come in on the show today.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes.
And everything is well?
All is well.
And I thank you for calling in, and I'll be seeing you real soon, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
And let me let Charles say hello to Mom, if that's okay. Hold on.
How you doing, Charles?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Hey, brother RG. What's going on, brother?
I mean, doing what I do, just taking one day at a time.
Oh, you call you RG3?
No, he just called me RG.
Just RG.
Oh. So I was just wondering because I see RG. I see R3 right here.
Yeah,
I thought maybe, you know what I'm saying? He think he RG3. Okay. I was just checking. Excuse me, don't pay me no mind. Don't even pay me no mind. My bad.
Yeah. But my man, I appreciate y'all calling in. So,
hey, brother, you're doing a fantastic job. And just keep up the work, great work, and putting out good words, and much success to you.
I appreciate
coming.
My man.
It's coming.
My man.
That's right.
I appreciate you. Thanks for calling in.
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, this is what we do is live talk, PTP, people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. As you see, everything happens on this show. We keep it real, live, and this is what we do, and this is a platform for us. We thank my mom for coming in. We thank you, Miss Rachel, for coming in and standing in for Alice.
Yes,
and Uncle Buck, you my man. I appreciate you 100%.
Appreciate you too.
I thank you. We'll see you next week, Tuesday, VoxWave.com, live talk with Rodney Grimes. My co-host, Ms. Alice Williams. Yeah. And if she's not here, then definitely we'll be calling Miss Rachel back.
Okay.
Have a nice evening.
Peace and hair grease.
Piece of hair grease.